Welcome back to my channel. So today we're going to be making a banana nut bread, and roughly it takes 45 minutes to bake. It's not that long. And so here's all the stuff that I'm gonna be using for the recipe. But anyway, if you like to taste of cinnamon, that's probably enough, right? Because it's like, but I usually put a lot more because I like to taste, with cinnamon and stuff. And then nutmeg. I mean, you don't have to add nutmeg in it, but like I said, I like to experiment with different seasoning. So I would roughly put maybe half a teaspoon as well. I'm almost out. I think I don't know, but like half a teaspoon. That's it'll be good. And then baking soda. So you need a teaspoon of baking soda. So let's find the right measurement here. I already have because I didn't feel like teaspoon. I don't really add extra baking soda because baking soda can have this funny taste to it. So make sure you stick up with the exact measurement. And then allspice. Again, you don't have to follow, what extra thing I add, but I do add a little bit of allspice in it as well. Half a teaspoon is fine. And it just, for the taste, it's all about taste. And then half a teaspoon of salt in it. So to make sure I don't usually add a lot of salt either because it's not good for you. So anyway, so you're gonna soak all that ingredients together, and you see it's not so that should be good. And then so we're gonna put this aside. See, it's easy. It's not that hard to make. So we're going to put it aside, then we're going to move on to our wet ingredients. So for first, we're going to mash our bananas. So I have my masher in here. So, and I use organic bananas, but you don't really have to use organic. It could be either or, it's just whatever you can find. It's not really nice and white. You want a hot banana, then it's not as sweet. So just make sure you find the white. The mushier it is, the better, but I didn't wait for it to be. And it's asked for 3 bananas, but I doubled the recipe, so I put 6 bananas or 7 because and I explained why I put 7 in it. And then so I put 7 bananas. I don't usually use a lot of sugar when I bake. I try to retain to put the minimal sugar. So this recipe asked for 2 cups because I doubled, right? So we put 2 cups of sugar, but instead of with the full 2 cup, I would put maybe like a cup and a half, and then add extra bananas to make it a little bit more sweeter instead of at the full cup. And then so you mash all your bananas it don't have to be perfect. Just enough that it's not that you can stir it in. So. And then, so yeah, I don't usually mash it to perfection. So, and then what I did first, I add the butter, which is it asks for 1 stick of butter, but I put 2 because I doubled the recipe. Right, so I already have my butter melting down, and then Okay, and then we stir this a little bit. Then, because banana bread, you have to make sure it's moist, right? Because you don't want to dry banana bread. So, and 4 eggs. But if you stick to the, the recipe, it's only take 2 eggs. But I put 4 because, like I said, I double the recipe. So, we're going to put the eggs in here. And I usually do it one by one, but it's easier to. And I would use a mixer. I prefer not to. If you have one, it's fine. It probably will be easier then because you can just put everything in the mixer and just mix it. But I like to just mix everything by hand. For me, so let's put the rest of the eggs in there. Stir it, make sure everything is cracking up and looking good. And then we're gonna put the vanilla. For the vanilla, you need 1 teaspoon of vanilla. So let's put that in there. And vanilla is just, if you don't have vanilla, you could use cinnamon, or like I said, or not half and half, but allspice, because all you need is the taste, right? You have to make sure it tastes good, so you don't have to be vanilla if you don't have it. So we're gonna add the sugar. The sugar is, like I said, it's 1.5 cup, but if you double it, it's 2 cup. But if you keep it, as the recipe is on your cup. So you're gonna stir it. And it's okay to be chunky. Like I said, don't have to be smooth. I think the chunkier it is better because you can taste the banana. To my first time. So, and another thing I add to my banana bread, I do put a little bit of milk, which is I use almond milk, but you can use any milk. And so I like maybe 1/4 cup of milk. I think the gift is just the moist part. It have to be moist. And banana bread, you can have it for breakfast. Like for me, I usually give it for my kids for the snack and stuff. And or for breakfast when I don't feel like them eating cereal, so they can just have a piece of banana for breakfast. I'm just saying, you don't have to. So anyway, so everything we already do our mixing and our wet. So now we're gonna add our wet. See that it's easy, guys. It's not that hard. So we're gonna add everything in here. Make sure you got all this goodness in there, and then we're gonna store it. I usually have an issue with this. My husband usually help me, but I don't think he's gonna be able to do it, so I'm just gonna have to do it myself. So, but my hand usually cramps out, but we're going to make it work. And look, I'm doing great. So let's see my hand ready. I think that I'm almost done mixing it. So after you're all done mixing it, and then you're gonna add the nut. I'm using walnuts today. So you can use different nuts. If you don't like walnut, or you can use chocolate chips. It's all preference. And oh god, let me open it. There's a bit of scissors. Okay. That's better. So anyway, I put the whole thing in there. Like, some of my kids doesn't like walnuts, but I think it's healthier. It's instead of chocolate chip, but if you put 4 chocolate chips, this is fine. People have different tastes. So yeah, so after we mix everything in, and you can tell how it looks nice and thick. So now we're gonna transfer it to our banana pan or whatever pan that you have. So I already have my toasted paper, and if you guys have an idea how to keep this thing stay in the bottom air, I don't know how to let it to make it stick to the bottom, so I can put this stuff in it. So we just it's not gonna stay. I'm just gonna have to put this in. So just gonna put it in. And you don't have to use parchment paper if you don't have to, but I think for it's easier, like when it cooks, you don't have to, just put some, if you don't have parchment paper, just make sure you put a lot of butter on the bottom of the pan, so when the banana is done, it don't stick to the pan when it's stick it out. Yeah, so I find it easier for me to do it. So let's get I'm making maybe 3. We'll see how much it's got. I think in baking as well, at least for me it's just stressful as well. So if you I love baking. I've been baking. Once now I have kids, I've been baking a lot. Before I bake, partly because I know what's in it, and it's gonna be a stress relief. To make it out. Let's get a knife to take all this extra off to one little bit, a little bit of it. It smells good. So yeah, so guys, that's all it is. That's all it takes. And then you set the oven about 350. And then, and for roughly 45 minutes, everything take it, and then stay tuned to see the result, how to come out and how to look. Okay, so the banana was been in there for 30 minutes, so let's go check it out. It should be done. So let's find out. About done, so let's take it out. It's nice and golden, and there's nothing coming out of the spoon. That's why when it's done. It looks good. So let's cut a piece and see if it's nice and moist. Easy to cut into. see, it's like nice and moist. It's hot, so I don't wanna. But it's nice and moist. You can see all this chunk of nuts. So delicious. So guys, this is it. I hope you guys love this video. If you find it helpful, give it a thumbs up and stay tuned for more baking videos. God bless.